Howdy folks, this is a morning shave for me. Today's soap, Jeeves of Hudson Street, Cranberry, Pomegranate, nice sweet scent to it. Got some of it whipped up in my, it's a 3-ounce puck, by the way. Got it in my mug that I got for Christmas. That's what it looks like inside there. Got some of it whipped up here. This brush is a MAC Metalworks shaving brush. It's got a synthetic knot, 24mm. Sorry, yep, looks pretty good. Smells great. Over here in my mug of warm water, I have my Irving Barber Chrome Shavette. It's got a feather super. I think this is number 6 or 7 on there. Have to look. Every once in a while I lose track of how many shaves I got on there on the blade, but yes, you will get fingerprints all over a chrome, but I like the chrome. It's shiny. Looks nice. We'll be following up this shave, of course, with the alum block, complete with the rubber band, Humphrey's Witch Hazel. Going to follow up with fine accoutrements, platinum. I still got a little bit of a cold. I can breathe better than what I was earlier this week, but I am doing somewhat better. Already put the hot towel to the face, a little bit of the bloom water to the face also. Wet the face. Now go ahead and get started here. This scent on this pomegranate cranberry, pretty nice. I like this scent. Yeah, I mean the scent just, yeah, it's filling the bathroom here. This synthetic knot is black with white tips or gray tips, depending on how you want to look at that color. It's got quite a bit of backbone for a synthetic knot. This smells great. It's going on pretty good. The scent is still really strong, which I like. I don't have a problem with it. It's just enjoying the scent, I guess you might say. Go ahead and get started with pass number 1 with the grain. I know it may be kind of hard to tell sometimes in a video, and sometimes I get so absorbed in the shave itself, sometimes I think I fail to mention how slick and creamy that the soap is. I have a number of Jeeves of Hudson Street soaps. Got shaving mugs over here. I buy most of the pucks so I can put them in my Old Spice mugs. That's what makes it nice about his soaps. He still makes it where you can buy a puck and put it in an Old Spice mug. Weather has definitely changed from Christmas. Christmas we had temperatures around 70, 60, 70 degrees around Christmas time. Now we're down below freezing. Wind chill down in single digits. Pretty chilly. A number of people are suffering from something that's similar to a cold. In the news they're mentioning a virus going around. My wife was the first one that caught this, whatever this thing is. It's kind of worked its way around in that when I first got a hold of this cold, a lot of drainage, throat was trying to get sore, ears plugging up. Now I've got pressure. My nose isn't running quite as much as it used to. And of course, feeling tired. Kind of goes in spurts. I have a moment where I'm doing okay, then next thing you know I'm ready to go back to bed. But I'm still going to work. Really enjoying this Shavette. It has a nice weight to it. The all metal construction is well balanced. It's designed where if there's a part that you want to replace, replace. In other words, you can change the scales out if you want to do something different with another color that they offer. It has a magnet as well as that thumb screw to help hold the blade in place. You can use feather blades, at least the Super and the Professional that I have tried. It will handle half blades as well as DEs that are snapped in half blades. Makes it pretty nice. It's been rather enjoyable. I wasn't too sure. I've been looking at them for quite a while now. I think maybe going close to a year. Just really wasn't too sure about how the blade was going to work for me. Go from one Shavette to another, just like a DE razor to another. Weight in a razor, what blade works well for in a lightweight razor in that same blade, and a razor that's got some weight behind it, you may not get the same kind of shave. Finally, the curiosity got the better of me, and now I have it. This will be pass number 2, which I'll be going more or less against the grain, and I might be doing some across the grain pass on my cheeks. The scent is still just rolling right out of this brush. Don't know if you can hear my cat meowing, crying. It's wanting to go outside. If you haven't got any of this Cranberry Pomegranate, might want to check into it if you like that scent. To me, it's pretty straightforward. You smell the cranberry, pomegranate. This, for me, I like the, it's not that I don't enjoy complex scents, but I know for my nose, as simple as it is, when it wants to work, these scents, you know, are very appealing to my nose. I can smell it right now. Now later on today it will be a different story. I can tell already my nose is trying to plug up, but it's not quite there yet. Pass number 2. For me, I have noticed that Feather Supers work better for me than the Professional. Kind of thinking that Super is going to be the blade for me from Feather. Noticed since I have been feeling a little bit under the weather, not quite as active in the various groups, but I did notice that on Facebook, Shavette World, that starting January the 7th, group will be, some of us will be participating in doing a budget shave. This 3-ounce puck from Jeeves of Hudson Street, Byron, it's only $10 for a 3-ounce puck, which is not too terribly bad price-wise. I have only have one tub of Jeeves. The rest of it's in puck form, and I keep them in my shaving mugs, more or less uncovered. I take the packaging and I place it down inside after the mug, the soap has had a chance to air out, and that's how I leave them. The scent, some of the soap I've had, oh, at least 8 months. The scent's still there. Yeah, I thought a while ago I did catch myself there. Happens from time to time. I'll catch my, right there, there's a, keep on getting, there's a bump that I get right there. Not sure what it is. This is a pretty nice shaver. This one here runs right at $70, $69 and change. In other words, it's not real expensive, considering all metal construction. Anything, any part you need to replace is available online from them. The only thing I could see, at least from my use from no longer when I've had this, that a person might want to order when you do get one of these is that there's some plastic washers right here where the pivot pin's at. I'm pretty sure that's where those plastic washers go. You might pick those up when you order it. Might need to be replaced later on. So far, I haven't seen a need. I mean, I've only had it for, what, 2 weeks. So I haven't really had a need to replace the washer just yet. Now, so far the scales are staying tight. In other words, it's not getting floppy just yet. So we'll see how that works out as it goes for tightening it up, or is it at that point in time, is there the need to replace those washers in order to get a tighter fit, if you will. Time will tell. The scent is still there. No more soap than what's on my face. Smells good. That is one thing about shaving with the Shavette. You can go as expensive or as inexpensive as you want. When I first started, I started out with 2 Shavettes. One was a Parker SRV, and the other one was a Classic Samurai. Came with 100 half blades. I think at that point in time I got it for $13. Face it, it's kind of hard to beat that kind of a deal. Starting out shaving, 100 half blades and your shaver for about $13. I think what I plan on doing is I'm going to have a budget shave with the Shavette. If you're a person that maybe just needs something, than my cat, a good starting point, and or you might want to continue on with it. Nothing wrong with it. It's just after many years of getting bad shaves, I'm just want to experience as much as I can now that I've been exposed to a lot of things. Here comes the witch hazel. You can tell I've used quite a bit. This is, to me, in between the alum and the witch hazel, has been a pretty much a steady routine for me. I have noticed a difference in my face, the skin, when I've started this routine, and including also the skin on top of my head, which I'm forever bumping, getting scrapes on it. Yeah, you can tell it stopped bleeding. I just caught a little spot there. This is some pretty good smelling stuff. And if you're looking for something that has a cooling effect from fine, try the snake bite. It's a pretty good cooling effect there. I really like it. I like the products that have a cooling effect year round. So in other words, even during the winter, as cold as it is out there, I still like the cooling effect on my face. For me, I don't consider it just a summertime type aftershave. I would consider it year-round for me. Something I like. Yeah, you'll kind of notice that if you watch some of these videos, my aftershave doesn't always match up or pair up with the scent of the soap. That's just me. I want the scent of the soap to be one thing, aftershave to be another. They don't necessarily pair up or match. That's just the mood I'm in that day. Alright, let's go back and touch on what I shaved with today. The aftershave, of course, was fine platinum. It comes in a glass container. This is good stuff. I like their aftershaves. Of course, the witch hazel Humphreys, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements alum block with rubber band. My brush, MAC Metalworks, synthetic knot 24mm, can't hardly tell, but that's mostly black with white tips there. Pretty nice handle there. That's what's left in the mug, and I'll wipe it out and let it air out. But it was Jeeves of Hudson Street, Cranberry and Pomegranate. Pretty nice mug I got for Christmas. And this is what, this particular mug, this is what it looks like on the bottom. Now I've looked at a few of them. Some of them will have that stamp on the bottom, the gold part. Some won't. Some will just have the imprint there that says Sportsman. And this is, if you can't see that, it says 1953 series. And this is a fairly decent sized mug, fairly deep, has a wee bit of weight to it. It's not a lightweight shaving mug by any means. Blade of the day was a Feather Super. Irving Barber Company Shavette. Really nice shaver. I really like it. I'm glad I got it. It follows right in behind my Feather Camisori style Shavette. That's my favorite. Then I also got a Parker SRX that I really enjoy. That concludes my shave of the day. Everybody stay warm, safe. Till next time, smooth shaves.